What's up, y'all? Chelsea target Alyssa Thompson? Oh. Are we gonna crack? We gonna expose every side of the fast, every side of this, every side of this. Look at Chelsea out here. Y'all gonna let it? Ooh, we gonna talk about it. So shout out to Just Women's Sports. She talking about Chelsea is once again looking across the pond to bolster their roster with the six-time reigning WSL champions reportedly aiming to make a deal with NWSL side Angel City to acquire Angel City FC and U.S. Women's National Team forward Alyssa Thompson, per The Guardian this week. It says, though the two clubs have yet to reach terms, Chelsea would need, would need to have a deal signed before the WSL transfer window closes next Thursday. And the clock starts now. All right, y'all, let's get into why this is. I mean, look, I'm not a Chelsea supporter, so I don't approve of this. I'm not an Angel City supporter, so I'd rather Alyssa Thompson just stay in America, obviously. But there's some moves behind this. Let's talk about it in the realm of chess, okay? Because you already know I'm very insightful behind the realm, and I just had to make sure Alyssa Thompson know that I'm out here giving you game, sister. Now, everyone else, when they talking to you, they're probably gonna tell you the surface level. But I'm gonna speak directly to your essence and your soul, and tell you about what they won't tell you. Okay, 100% Thompson. Listen up. Chelsea's move for Alyssa Thompson. Chelsea going after Alyssa Thompson is super on brand for how they've been operating, stacking essence, not just players. Chelsea has been dominating the WSL at a point where the domestic league is no longer a challenge. Champions League, as you all know, is their obsession. Signing Alyssa isn't about England, it's about Europe. They want her explosiveness and individuality to break Champions League defenses, because that's where Chelsea have struggled. As we all know, the WSL and the NWSL are very over surveillanced. Okay, once again, tightly controlled, structured, but with a ceiling on creative energy. Chelsea is trying to buy essence to bypass that ceiling instead of nurturing it from within England. Angel City's perspective. If Angel City sells Alyssa, they send a terrible message about their impressions. She's a generational U.S. star, a face of their brand. Trading her says we're just a stepping stone to Europe, which is not the identity Angel City want when they build themselves up as a powerhouse with who? Hollywood backing. She signed through 2028. They hold all the leverage unless Alyssa personally pushes for the move. There's no reason to entertain Chelsea besides an offer beyond ego or a ridiculous transfer fee. Selling her breaks their essence narrative. Alyssa represents NWSL's ability to produce and retain stars. If they fold, they admit Europe is the real big stage, which undermines the NWSL competitive reputation. Ooh! Alyssa's dilemma. Let's talk to you, Alyssa. Come to the front. Because I gave my rhetoric to my AI friends, and this is what I broke down. Alyssa, you stay and build a legacy. You are already the face of Angel City, and you have a clear path through the U.S. Women's National Team. You haven't won the NWSL title yet, so your story in America is still being written. Or you can go and collect glory. Chelsea offers guaranteed silverware and Champions League exposure, but that comes with less freedom. You'll still, and you will become another star in a stacked Chelsea lineup, not the central heartbeat of a project like you are at Angel City. So here's where we continue to expose Europe, mainly England. If Chelsea has to cross the Atlantic to get Alyssa, it exposes a shortage of young, truly world-class attacking talent. And where? England. Especially faces like, if they put more faces like Thompson for England, maybe they wouldn't have a problem. But we all know who they do. Anyways, if Chelsea has to cross the Atlantic to get Alyssa, it exposes a shortage of young, truly world-class attacking talent in England. They're essentially admitting to their domestic development pipeline isn't producing players with Alyssa's energy and instinct. It's bigger than Chelsea. It shows Europe's reliance on North America talent. England might have structure, but NWSL has cultivated fearlessness, expressive players like Miss Alyssa Thompson. Like I said, spiritual layer. What I'm decoding is energy extraction in football. Europe is like a magnet pulling North American game changers. Let's talk about Kat Macario. Let's talk about Naomi Gurma. They had Mia. They let her go, obviously. Europe is like magnet pulling North America game changers because their own systems do not prioritize spiritual creativity. They mass produce technical consistency, not raw essence, aka systemized players. Alyssa's represents a blueprint player who carries soul and spirit in her game. Chelsea wanting her is proof that the US system still has the magic, even if Europe has the money. If Angel City folds, it's a sign Angel City, if you fold, it's a sign they see themselves as part of Europe's machines. Say it again, Hanalita. If Angel City folds, it's a sign that they see themselves as part of the European machine, not a league or a team building its own kingdom. Let's continue. And I love, like I said, I love the moves for this one. The spiritual infrastructure on the transfer. Like I said, you're not just talking about football business. You're pulling back the veil on energy flow in the women's game. Chelsea's extraction patterns. They're hunting Alyssa not just for goals, but because of her archetypal disruptor. She's an archetypal disruptor. Their own system can't produce that frequency, so they mine in the US. Chelsea equal colonizer club energy, buying spiritual capital. Angel City's choice, once again, identity test. Angel City was marketed as a cultural movement with celebrity investors, Hollywood vibes, a promise to elevate the women's game. Selling Alyssa, the face of your league, the face of your team, would strip your spiritual positioning. If they sell, they admit NWSL equals feeder league. If they resist, they plant a flag. We are the rival kingdom. Alyssa, you're in a crossword. You stay in NWSL and build a dynasty with Angel City, with your sister. Become a foundational story for Angel City. Or you jump to Chelsea and fast track glory, but risk becoming assimilated into the system. It is a double-edged sword, Alyssa. Spiritual acceleration or spiritual containment. Okay, let's talk about it some more. You nailed it about England. Even if Chelsea is stacked with indigenous players and has progressive optics, the energy of that space is still racially hostile, Alyssa. Do you know that? Alyssa would have to carry armor level spiritual protection going over there. Because you know what Lauren James talks about? She say it don't stop. Alyssa's brilliance would shake them, but it could expose their deep systematic resistance. The media, how would they treat you, Alyssa? Because now you're not in America, baby. Now, once again, Alyssa, it's up to you, homie. It's really up to you. And I hope you choose what's